Today at Manchester Theatres, it is my absolute pleasure to be joined by the fabulous Chelsea Da Silva, who is going to be snapping her way to Lowry this Christmas in the musical stage adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Enormous Crocodile. Now, it is going to be at Lowry from the 10th of December right through till the beginning of January, so plenty of time to go and watch it. Chelsea trained at Italia Conte, and whilst there, she was in productions such as Cinderella, Cabaret, and Grease, to name a few. And The Enormous Crocodile marks her professional theatre debut, and what a show to do it with. So, thank you so much for joining us today, Chelsea, to talk about this. I mean, Roald Dahl, you don't get much better than that, do you?
I love Roald Dahl. Literally grew up reading his all his books. He's an
Yeah.
insane writer.
He's a legend. So, The Enormous Crocodile, tell us a little bit about this story then, or the version that you're doing.
Yeah, of course. So in the show, we are introduced to this enormous crocodile, and he is known for his clever tricks, his secret plans, and his mischievous just personality. And so we're in the Nile. It's set in the River Nile, and it just takes you on this journey of crocodile and all the animals and how they're going to stop the enormous crocodile from eating children. And that's his big plan. Does he succeed? Does he not? That's for you to find out. That's for you to come and watch.
Yeah, you'll have to come and watch and find out. And you do play the enormous crocodile in the show. And like you've kind of hinted at there, he's a little bit grumpy, he's a little bit mean. So do you play it in a way that you're trying to find a way that the children could find a reason to like him, or do you kind of play up on that idea where they can all kind of boo and hiss, and how are you approaching the character?
Well, I think naturally children are more drawn to villains.
Yeah.
I say. I think they are like they wouldn't admit, but they certainly do. And how I found myself with Croc and portraying him, I obviously had inspirations from different villains. So like I've had Cruella de Vil, I had the Grinch, and like just different like evil villains that helped me create the personality for Croc. I think I want the children to obviously feel scared and
Of
not
course.
also find the comedic side of Croc
Yeah.
and how funny he is. And I'm still in that journey of thinking, oh, do I want the kids to feel sorry for me? Do I want them
Yeah.
to, actually like me? I think they naturally will.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the show itself is incredible for Croc. So yeah.
Yeah. Because it's an interesting one, really, isn't it? Because he's like it's called the enormous crocodile, so he's kind of like the main character in it. And it's unusual in any story, but particularly for children, where you get a main character that's kind of the baddie and doesn't necessarily kind of find redemption. Like if you think of Christmas Carol, Scrooge is a baddie, but there's redemption. And maybe not so much for the crocodile. So it's an unusual setup, really, isn't it?
It is. Like, everyone's always against him throughout the whole story.
Yeah.
But he is so bold and such a big character that he truly believes his secret plans and clever tricks will work. And that, like, he doesn't need anyone's approval. He'll do this regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the reaction. He wants, and he's so driven by his plan, and it's crazy to see that. Like, I don't know, it's just crazy to see.
Yeah, but that's kind of the positive about him, I think, because I mean, getting all deep and meaningful about a kid's book here, but I think it's like he has this plan, he has a goal, he has something he wants to achieve, and no matter what anyone else says to him about, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that, he's like, no, I'm going to do it. And I think that's really kind of a positive about him, that he won't let society come in and tell him who he should be.
Yeah. And like, this is literally the first time like I've like really deeped it. I guess it teaches kids an important lesson about their morals, and not in that way, because
No, I know. Yeah.
the enormous crocodile is morally incorrect by but yeah, I didn't think about it with my character, more so with other characters, with Humpy Rumpy, Mugglewump, with a roly-poly bird, with Trunky. I guess they teach the kids how to be brave and to stand up for what's wrong. But I didn't think about it, how it relates to my character and what I'm teaching kids. So yeah, you've really pointed out something really gorgeous there. Really,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's cute. And you've mentioned some of the other characters there. And what I love for fans of Roald Dahl, there's like crossover characters. So you've got like the roly-poly bird, the Mugglewump monkey who are like in the Twits, and the giraffe, the Pelly and me. And so I'm showing all my Roald Dahlness now. But there's those characters, even if maybe they haven't seen the Enormous Crocodile or read it, should I say, they'll recognize the characters from other stories as well, won't they?
And they will. They will.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will. And it's just gorgeous how it comes all together. It's such a gorgeous musical, honestly.
Yeah, and speaking of musical, the music. So I've only heard a little bit of it, but I was like, oh, okay, they've come to play, because it was like sometimes with children's shows, the music is very clearly written for children, to the point that sometimes it's a little bit patronizing for the children. Not always, but far and few between. But this music is it belongs in any show, doesn't it?
Honestly, they did such a good job, Tom and Surya. They did an insane job of writing the songs for the musical. As they weren't joking when it's toe tapping. Like it's written in such a gorgeous way that will feel interactive for adults as well.
Yes.
So yeah, exactly what you said. Like, yeah, it is really like the music's really nice, really good, really, really good. Especially for
Any, oh, sorry, I was going to say any favorites?
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say. Do you know, because it's not, I don't think the soundtrack is fully out.
Okay. Well, we'll leave people guessing then. Just to be safe, we'll leave people guessing. Yeah.
I would drop a hint. Croc's hungry.
Okay. The croc is hungry. Look out for the croc being hungry. That could be anywhere in the show. He's always hungry.
So true. I did not. That was a terrible hint.
Yeah. No, that's a good tease, because there's something there, but you're giving nothing away. That's a very good tease. I like it. And I wanted to ask you about the costumes and things like that, because these aren't just costumes. I mean, these are works of art. There's puppetry. I mean, you're almost sat in like a float. Like it's like a mini float, isn't it? As the crocodile.
Honestly, I think the costume design have been so thorough, really thought out, very gorgeous. I can't wait to see it on stage. Obviously, our costume designer Fly has been really, really incredible with getting all these materials and everything. Yeah, it's been really, really thought out. Even Crocmobile, the tail is gorgeous. Don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but yeah, no, it's stunning.
There's images out there, so yeah, there's a trailer and things. So I think you're safe.
Yeah, yeah, and the puppets have been insane to work with. Yeah, they've been really good. Toby did an incredible job, honestly. They're just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful costumes and puppets to work with.
Yeah.
Very colourful for children. I think they're really gonna delve into the imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of imagination, this play or this story takes us from, like you said, it takes us from a river to a town to a playground, a picnic place, a fairground. And obviously I've not seen it yet, but I can just imagine that the way that that must have been done on stage, you've almost got to like look at it through the eyes of a child and think, well, how could we create this? So has it kind of been really fun exploring, like without sounding all like psychological, like through your inner child almost?
Yeah, it has. It has. And like playing with different sounds as well, and just, yeah, creating that space, whatever space we're in. So there's a part like we're in a fairground, kind of, a playground. That's been fun. And like, oh, I can't, it's so hard because I've got like,
I know.
almost, it's so hard. No, but that's been really fun. That's what we had to do. We had to think of it in a child's perspective and how they're gonna see it. Whereas, although it is quite clear what we're trying to portray,
Yeah.
so hard. Sorry, guys.
I know it's one of them where the show's not out there yet, and so you're like, you want to talk about it, but you can't talk about it. So yeah, you're doing amazing with it. So let's get to safer ground then, and say, so I said at the start, this is your theatrical debut, professional debut. I mean, and straight into a lead role. Congratulations. But I was going to say, when you were training, did you do any puppetry training, or is this kind of you learn on the job, so to speak?
Yeah. So at Conti, we didn't do any puppetry training. So yes, I did have to learn on the job. Obviously, during auditions, they did introduce us slightly to the puppets. And then after receiving the offer, we did also have another rehearsal the first rehearsal where we played with the puppets and different types of puppetry. We learned about different types of puppetry. We learned about the requirements that is needed to control a puppet. And that was really, really fun. And it's funny, I was just having a conversation with Tom about this, that even now we're still finding, every day I'm learning different stuff with Crockhead and Crocmobile. Crocodile as a character, I'm finding the magic in puppetry, and like moments where I mirror what he's doing to me. And it's honestly such a journey, such a big journey, that I think I still will be learning new stuff for the rest of this tour, and how to maneuver with a puppet, and like how to maneuver with Crocmobile as well. It's been very difficult, but it's also been really, really fun, really challenging, but really, really fun. It's a different skill as an actor. And yeah, I'm still going through that journey of learning new things with it.
That's the joy of live theatre, isn't it? That every time you do it, you get a retake. You get to, you're not just going through the motions. You get to find something new and do something new. And when an audience reacts differently, that gives you something new. And
yeah, and I can't wait to see that, especially when I come to Manchester. We open next week. I cannot wait to see the kids' reactions, even the adults' reactions, even teenagers that are too cool to watch. But yeah, that's one.
And I think that's the joy about Roald Dahl, isn't it? It's in every generation's kind of makeup. It just is such a core part of who people are. So yeah, and you are welcoming in a whole new generation of theatre goers. I mean, gosh, what a privilege that must feel.
I haven't thought about it that way. You just said it and my heart sunk. I was like, oh, I don't know. Do you know when it's just something like you love doing, like I don't know. I hope I do affect people in that way, and girls and people that look like me as well in that way. Yeah. I'm sorry, you just said that and I was like, oh, a bit emotional. I also have younger cousins that are going to see the show in Nottingham when we tour in Nottingham. I do hope I inspire someone.
I'm sure that you will. Having listened to you today, you are just so full of positivity and joy and clear love for what you're doing. So I have absolutely no doubt that you genuinely will inspire so many new theatre people for the future. And we wish you the best of luck. So thank you so much for chatting with us today. I've absolutely loved it. And I cannot wait. I know I'm an adult, but I cannot wait to come and watch The Enormous Crocodile. And we can catch it at Lowry from the 10th of December right through to January. So Chelsea, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
I will see you really soon.
Next week.
And here I am, yes, here I am. Behold these sharp teeth and my sharp profile.